Here we go.
Can you get me now?
Yeah, a little more.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we just had some mic problems there, viewers, but I think we are good for sound. But we got myself, Caleb Kruger.
Reese Quilford from Australia.
Jordan Friars from Canada.
Yeah, we're going to do our best to describe what's going on in this awesome semi-final between the Women's Elite from Canada and the Women's Elite from Australia. So, Reese, what can we expect by the Australians today?
Well, we'll have to see after what we saw from the last game from the Australian boys, we're hoping for a better effort from the Australian girls.
Yeah, that was a tough loss to the Americans, that's for sure.
It's an unfamiliar position that the Australian girls are finding themselves in the bottom half of the draw. So it'll take all of their mental fortitude to come out and play a really good game here. We're away
here
already.
We go, first strike.
First strike, and we're off. Yeah, this is going to be an awesome game here. What kind of game plan are we going to see from the Australians today?
I think they'll look to contain on the wall and then swing to their backs and then look to break the play up on the 45, either backwards or forwards. And then we see the first backwards 45 of the game.
Yeah, there we go. They're swinging it out there.
Yeah, it's just Australian classic swing play there, Reese?
Yeah, I mean, the women play a slightly different game style to the men, but it's still fundamental principles holds true. Just try to take the puck away from the opposition, move them from one side of the court to the other.
Absolutely. Yeah, for the Canadians, we'll probably see not as much swinging, but more of a channel play, we call it. Not quite the wall, but just off the wall. And they're going to try to drive it out into the corner and then look to swing it out to the middle of the goal, but we'll see.
So all this gameplay talk is, great, but what I really am interested in is having a discussion about our national anthems, our national mascots, and who would win in a cage fight against the maple leaf versus the kangaroo.
Oh, absolutely. Well, our national animal is the beaver, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very tenacious animal.
Also known as the rat of the water world, isn't it, Caleb?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's ferocious, that's for sure.
It's got some underwater credibility. So if we were into building a series of underwater tunnels and dams, then the beaver would come hold its own.
I think the beaver might win it. If we did what was that show called in Discovery? The Animal Face-Off show? Depends on the habitat. If we're doing it in the water, I think hands down the beaver's got the advantage. It's an agile animal in the water, but you see the kangaroo, I feel like
but
overland.
Punch on.
Oh,
Kangaroo's got the beaver any day of the week.
Yeah, I'd say the beaver is definitely winning right here. As you can see, the women from Canada are dominating in the Australian zone here.
They're getting close to the bottom. They're playing, and I guess that's the difference that we're seeing at the moment is numbers on the bottom.
And you know what they say, when the beaver's wet, it's time to score.
Yeah.
Oh, give me one up top.
Yeah, boom, nailed it.
All right, Canada going in strong in the Aussie goal here. Big flick in. All the bodies down. Let's see what's going to come of it.
Good numbers there from both teams on the bottom. Australians defending well. Look to have cleared it into their defensive corner. Now they'll just look to consolidate here, try and get numbers over the back and drive it out.
Yeah, looks like the Canadians are doing a good job holding it in the corner. Aussies are trying to break it out, but Canadians holding strong.
So I have a question, Reese. Who picked your swimsuits this year?
Some guy in a pub, I think. They were talking about, what was the toughest animal that you could take to Canada. If you're wearing a pair of Speedos, what do you want in your quarter?
A budgie.
A budgie.
Right? Yeah.
If you're trying to smuggle them into the country as well.
That's a budgie smuggler joke for those that missed that.
Yeah. The Argentinians, after the game, they gave us some jam, but we were wondering how they got over the border with homemade jam. So Canadian border security not doing a great job at this World Championship.
Smuggling.
It also may not have been jam.
Yeah. We'll wait to see on that one.
We'll see how it chops up.
All right, Australia making a good go into Canada's end here.
So that is Lee. She's South African, playing for Canada, but she's also played for Australia. Yeah. She's Tri-Nation.
Mixed allegiance.
Tri-Nation.
Yeah, Tri-Nation.
Tri-Nation.
Yeah.
I thought you said bi-nation.
No, try.
We've got a free puck here. Referee on the bottom's holding his breath, not really sure what's going on. As has been the norm for the referees for most of this tournament.
Yeah, they're doing their best. Not a lot of communication between them, but hey, someone's got to do
Well,
that
it's hard
job.
when you can't talk.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it.
Looks like we got a timeout for the Aussies here. Taking a second to collect each other and talk about what they need to do in the next play.
Yeah.
What do you think that guy's texting about in the background?
He's probably talking about the rib special on over at
Boston Pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him smash Chardonnay last night, so he's probably looking to pair with his
He's
ribs.
downgraded from the rosé.
Oh.
He's normally a 3-bottle-a-day rosé man.
Oh,
Rosé
nice.
all day?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
it's a variation on Suns Out, Guns Out. Rosé all day.
Rosé all day.
Rosé all day. It's the new popular term amongst the millennials these days.
It's a very trendy wine, that's for sure. All right, he's done texting with the rosé. He's ready to watch this game. He said, "Hurry up, ladies! I want to get out there. Get me a rosé." I'm gonna
And
cut the video there.
we're back underwater.
11 minutes to play, first half, 0-0. Canada versus Australia, elite women.
Yeah.
Got a good drive here by the Australian girls.
Very
Very nice.
drive.
She's got it.
Great
she's got
drive.
Over the
She's
button.
got room.
Shut down.
Oh,
my
Oh,
goodness!
last
At the
minute
last
save by
second.
Dominique.
I think that went in the
Dominique.
trough. I think that's a call. I think.
Save. Oh, we'll cut to the surface here.
That was the biggest play we've seen yet so
Yeah.
far.
They pulled the referees pulled the trigger very early on there, so it'll be interesting to see what the call is here.
Yep.
Because going by the video, like watching, it was hard to see whether it actually made it into the trough. So it looks like, I mean, if I was a betting man, which I am, I would be betting that this is probably not a goal.
Yeah, I'd love to see that one on slow-mo replay.
Yeah, I don't think it went in the goal. I agree with Reese there. So I'm guessing it will probably
Well, it's
be.
either a call, it's either an infringement call where they're going to have to call a penalty goal because it ended up in close enough
Yeah,
into the
within
trough
3
of the
meters,
last
yeah.
defender, or it's going to be an infringement against the attacking team. I just think they pulled the trigger a little bit too early there. Like,
Yeah, they didn't let the play run out. See what happened.
Yeah, but if I was a bet man, which I am as well, Dominique had the puck, and I felt like she was going to clear it. She's a big presence. She's bigger than most of the boys out there. I mean, muscle-wise, of course. And yeah, she's a power there in the women's elite division.
Absolutely. I think Dom cleared that. She would have saved that goal. for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Yeah, she trained up her training style, less swimming, more weightlifting. Yeah. She's also a gym teacher as well,
okay,
too.
looks like we're going to have a call here.
Penalty goal.
Penalty.
Oh,
Penalty
my
goal.
goodness. Big decision by the refs here in the first half, you know. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of those penalty goals, but I guess if it's a sure goal and
I mean,
they saw
if
something.
you're going to call the goal, that's a penalty goal. If you're going to call the infringement, it's a penalty goal. I got no problem with that, but I would have liked to see them play a little bit more advantage to see how it plays out.
That's true, Reese. Yeah, we'll see how the Canadians respond here.
Well, they've come hard off the wall. Looks like they're going to win this strike convincingly.
Lots of room, lots of time.
Yeah, they're going to bring it to the right side. We'll see a little bit of channel play.
Nice little flick through there. Cut off by the Australian
Ooh.
back. Looks
Yeah,
like- I think
that's the
that might be,
Tri-Nation Lee. There we
Should
go,
left
Dominique
and
with the
the
puck,
Aussies there.
hits Mel. They recover. Nice little swim by Melanie Johnson, flicks it away.
There's
Nice
captain.
possession there by Hannah
Ooh,
Roberts.
the little fake out by Lee there. She gets the puck. Strong presence by Lee there. Wow.
Oh,
Risky play there by the Australians, but it looks like it's come off. There's a nice little under the body flick.
Marie Renee with a clear shot to the goal. Turn on the Jets, girl. Let's go. So Reese, now that you're done for the comp, what's your plans for the next few days in Quebec City?
I'm going to trial. I'm going to trial some of the local beverages, and that's about it.
Yeah, so you're planning on getting cultured?
Yeah,
Have you tried a poutine yet?
I have tried the poutine.
Yeah, thoughts on it?
Yeah, I like the gravy, the cheese. I'm more of a cheddar man myself.
Oh, there you go.
Cheddar.
So you viewers back in Australia, poutine is fries with gravy and cheese.
Yeah, but it's cheddar cheese in Australia. Like the Canadian fries in Australia would have cheddar cheese.
Oh,
and gravy.
cheddar, ooh.
Oh.
A twist on our traditional poutine dish. My thoughts on a poutine, it's like a heart attack in a bowl. But,
Turn the
But
camera.
a delicious heart attack.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Canada with a big swim here.
Yeah.
She's going all the way, got support.
Australian back's under a lot of pressure here.
Yeah.
They've done well though. They've got numbers. It looks like they're getting numbers back now.
Australia is able to defend that. Wow.
Yeah.
Good defense
Bit-
on Australia there.
You could see though the outlet flick. There wasn't a lot of support there, so they were, backs to the wall there. They had the Canadian forwards managed to open them up quite convincingly there. Outlet flick went to nobody, but Australians have managed to get numbers across and consolidate on the wall.
Yeah, both teams got some fresh subs. We got a call here. We'll see what happens.
Looks like a stick infringement on Canada. Australia's going to get the puck here. Oh, and she wants to let someone know. That is a warning.
That is a
Melanie
no-no.
Johnson.
Melanie Johnson.
Some
Stick
deep breathing
infringement
going on over in the Australian bench there. I assume it's the same for the Canadian girls. Both teams going really hard at it here. We've got a good contest. Australian puck just backwards of centre on the opposite wall.
Classic swing play coming up
Yeah,
here.
didn't see that one coming. Just kidding.
Yeah, they've tried something different.
Yeah. Canadians are able to break that swing up, bring it
Oh.
through the center. I think that's got to be strict infringement, surely.
Yeah, here we go.
That should be a penalty. We'll see what happens here.
Refs making a call. Barging
Oh!
on Canadians.
Scored it the other way.
Did not see that.
That's why we're players and not refs, Caleb.
Absolutely, yeah. That's not why we're not getting paid big bucks.
So what is the big bucks these days as a referee? A half-eaten sandwich and
Well, they share a
pause.
bed because I've seen several refs going for physio, and I said, "Why do you guys need physio?" And they said, "Well, we're sharing a bed." And one unnamed South African ref said he doesn't sleep with other men, so he been sleeping on the floor, so he had to go
so
get
they're
physio
really,
treatment.
They're doing us a massive favour by being here.
Yeah.
And kudos to the referees. They give up a lot of time, come over here to facilitate our games. We wouldn't be here as players without referees.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what these games would be like without them.
Australians looking to open it up. They've pulled the 45 and then a little under the body flick, but they're from, I think that was Eliza Game. Looked to play it forward, just didn't quite get on the end of it, but they've managed to shut it down here just in front of the Canadian sub bench. Cut the 45.
Yeah,
Oh,
see the
big-
Canadians breaking it out there. Oh,
Big swim, big swim.
Well shut down
Good
there by
support.
it's the only Australian back down there managed to hold up three.
yeah,
of them.
Canadians got numbers. They got a drive happening right now. Oh, a little fake out. She kept swimming. Passes it to the middle. Center's it. I think that is
Center.
Kareen in the center.
Very well worked here by the Canadian girls. They've got 3 or 4 different
Oh.
phases of play.
I think that Canadian player was confused by the buzzers,
Went
and
up
it
on
wasn't
the wrong
hers.
buzzer,
Yeah.
But the Aussies are looking tired. Canada needs to take advantage of this opportunity and put one in the net.
The
Yeah.
Australians are looking tired. That was a tired-looking move, swimming it back into the centre there.
Yeah.
We got Dom there, just dwarfing her opponents. Let's go, Dom. Let's see something happen.
But Australians just be happy with consolidating here on their sub bench. Now they've got a nice break on. Eliza
good
Game
break.
making some good ground. Manages to swing it back to the.
Keep going, Reese. They're swinging it back to the center.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Canadians are trying to counter that swing attack right now. It's pretty. We've seen lots of play in the Australian zone right now, but Canada's not able to capitalize it when they're over there. Both teams have a bunch of fresh subs. We got a goal here. We'll see what happens.
Got a call.
Referee saying stick infringement on the Canadians again. Australia's puck.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here from Team Canada.
Yeah, Coach Jill called the timeout. Obviously wants to do some corrections here.
So what would the message here be from the Canadian coach be to his charges?
He
We've
says,
got 4 minutes.
look, ladies, I gave you maple syrup before the game.
Yes,
I'll buy you poutine after the game.
absolutely.
Where's
Let-
the bacon?
Yeah. Exactly. I want to see the bacon. So he's saying poutine's on me, poutine's on 3, poutine, and let's go. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens here.
Big poutine cheer right there, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. She
So-
says, this Australian player says, I want to go home. I want to eat some Vegemite. I've had enough.
Yeah. We've got it's a close game. We've got 3-0, 1-0 scoreline, 4 minutes in, remaining in the first half, you know, it's anyone's game at this stage.
Yeah, it's still anyone's game. Absolutely, Reese. Good call. Here we go, Aussie puck.
It's been a bit of a trend this world too. In all the divisions, it seems like all the scores are a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like, especially in the elites division, both men and women, you know, the gap between the 12th, 13th, 14th place team and the first, second, and third is tightened right up. So you're just seeing, you know, 1-0, 2-1, 3-2 score lines. You know, the difference between progressing into gold medal rounds or medal rounds and not is just, you know, a free puck or a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you think it has to do with new training or the pool bottom? Do you think there's one certain thing that?
I mean, I think the 3 meters makes a big difference. We're seeing it's a much different game to what we've seen the last couple of worlds in 2 meters. The referees are seeing a lot more, so it's a lot more technical game, and so that means the margin for error is so much smaller. Just because, you know, I reckon there's been, you know, 30% more calls made just because the refs are able to see a lot of the stuff that's going on.
That's true. I never thought of about that perspective.
Yeah, so it's a lot more stop-start, and so it means, you know, the opportunities that you've got to make the most of those opportunities. And if you don't, then you just get bogged down into a, you know.
And I find too, this is a lot more of a fitness tournament rather than you know, players tournament.
Yeah.
You know, it comes down to who's been doing those 6 a.m. squams.
Yeah.
You know, which team's the fittest, because especially when you get to the late end of that
and
second half.
And it all comes down to second, third, fourth efforts. So in those clutch moments, because there's so many more stoppages, it's just the fitter teams in those clutch moments seem to be prevailing. Nice free puck here by Canada. They've got a really good opportunity. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Good court position. They'll be looking to consolidate and then really, when they get their opportunity, attack the goals.
Yeah, the Canadians really want to get one in here before the half to make it even. Another call though.
Number 2 warning for
So
the
we got
Aussies
a warning,
here.
yeah, for the Aussies.
Looks like the game
Canadians are a woman down right now, but they have the advantage, and they have, right now they've been driving on the Australians. Or we're back to even strength.
And I think that player is just about to come back in,
Yeah.
so we'll have 6 on 6 again. So the Canadians have done really well. A player down here. Nice big flick there, but knocked down by the Australian forward. We've got a scrimmage, probably 6 meters out from the goal. And another call. This has been one of the referees' pet hates for the whole tournament, is the illegal knockdown. They've been officiating that to within an inch of its life.
And you'll see too, they'll have different techniques. Some referees almost look like a samurai with their nice precision movements on that.
I mean, I think that's how you progress through the ranks these days as a referee, is crisp wrist movement. It's all about being
nice
clear
and clean.
and precise with your both your hand gestures as well as your verbal indications of which player is going to go.
All right, so it looks like Canada's trying to drive it, making no grounds. 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Yeah, this is a bit of a, like, both teams sort of playing off each other, looking to consolidate. Neither team wants to give up a goal before the, you know, Australia doesn't want to go 2-0 down, doesn't want to let a goal in, whereas Canada doesn't want to go 2-0 down.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So Canada is making a bit of ground here, though. Almost pushed back to the Australian corner. We'll see if we got another call. My money says stick infringement. Oh, no. Canada's advantage.
Very nice crisp call there against Australia.
It's interesting the time's running with 2 minutes left.
Yeah. 19 seconds left to play, or 13 seconds left to play. This is Canada, a really good opportunity. They want to get it in early, get pressure on the tray. But I would have said, once the flick's knocked down, it's probably going to be consolidated.
It's going to halftime.
We go to halftime with a 1-0 score line to Australia. But very equal first half.
And we see the GoFundMe Scantron. up on the screen there. Yeah, folks, feel free to donate so we can get a better band for the final function right now. I think right now we just have a DJ, so if we could get live music, that'd be great.
So it's going to be a POX Prezzo night unless people donate.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Guys, get amongst it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
get around us, guys.
Yeah.
You're sitting in your lounge room, midnight, it's 12 degrees. Like, you need to make sure that we have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been training for years, devoting all this time, so if you could donate a couple of dollars, that'd be awesome. So Reese, what's the most surprising thing about Quebec City you've noticed so far?
The old town is very, very cool, and very, very old. But I think one of the surprising things is, you know, coming from a southern hemisphere country where we don't have the differentials in temperature. Last time I was over here in Canada, you know, it was minus 20 degrees. I was in Calgary, and so to come here in summer and see how different it is, it's amazing that you know, you've got the maximum extremes in terms of your seasons. You really do have your 4 seasons where, you know, balmy weather, you know, 30 odd degrees Celsius, you know, blue skies, lots of sun, and then come here in 6 months and it's like you're living in a like minus 20 refrigeration unit.
Yeah, we were here for a tournament a couple months ago, and Caleb and I, when we were trying to fly home, we actually got grounded. There were no planes left that night, and a couple of the Americans actually had to take an Uber to Montreal and catch a flight out of Montreal the next
we had
day
a
because
massive
the weather was
blizzard
so
here
bad.
last
So basically, last time you were here, you were homeless.
Yes.
Yeah, stuck in a blizzard, yeah.
How did this work?
You know, newspapers these days are in sparse, they're sparse to find. So, I mean, sleeping on a park bench, you're sleeping on a park bench without any newspaper.
Oh yeah, and a
Like
wet bag on your back. Oh.
Like, like the New York Times on your phone doesn't give you a lot of protection from the weather.
All right, so we're going in the second half here, boys. 1-0 Australia. What do you think is going to come of the result here, Caleb?
I think Canada's going to look to turn it up, get an equalizer goal, and it's going to be hard fought, and one team's going to come on top, or I think Australia is just going to do something special here. We'll see.
So it could be either way. All right, Reese, what do you think?
I think it's been pretty even to this point. I think the Australian girls, their defensive systems looked pretty good thus far. So, I mean, while the Canadian girls have had it up on their goal line a couple of times, they haven't really threatened. So I think always back defense. If you don't concede goals, you don't lose.
Okay, so I'm guessing that means you're going Australia here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Canada's going to bring it back. They're going to be able to shut down these swing plays as we see another.
Well, we got to cheer for our home country here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're going to get some solid drives, and it's going to be a 2-1 game for Canada. That's my prediction here, boys.
Nice way to start the second half here. The pretty open play. The Australians are moving it around the court. Canadian girls just probably looking to defend, like shut it down here, take possession. But the Australian girls doing pretty well, moving it from one side of the court to the other. But now the Canadian forward, by the look of it, is taking possession.
Yeah, the Canadians are going to bring it to the wall, get some fresh legs in there. They're going to look to drive it up that wall, or we call it the channel.
Yeah, nice collection there of the puck by the Canadian women, taking it over to the channel, and they're getting away
There
here.
we go. We got a little
They're
channel
going for
play here. It's
swim.
rolling.
Nice big hit there by the Australian back.
We got a call.
Although the referee did not like that.
Quick call from number 11 referee here.
There we go.
Saying
Canadians have the advantage.
Canada. Oh, no, it's ref's timeout first.
We've got a
Looks
little
like the deck referee is saying legal substitution on the Canadian women. He's made a call here. He's going to give the women a penalty, it looks like.
That's the first legal substitution I've seen all tournament.
That's correct, Caleb. Yeah, we got a warning, and the Argentinians got a warning earlier today, but I have never seen a penalty yet this tournament. So that looks like the first of.
You know, how much did that impede the play, though? Was it, you know, is it dignified to be a penalty, or could he just give them the warning? Who knows?
You know,
is that Emily, the sweetheart of Canada?
the darling of Canada?
Oh, darling of Canada, yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Not
I
the
didn't see
darling in the chief referee's eyes.
Yeah.
All right, we got everyone back on the bottom again here.
So we'll see whether the Australian girls can make the most of their numerical advantage here. We've got a 6-5 game with the Australian girls with
Canada with the big drive up the right wall.
Looks like Canada
a
plays better
woman
with
down.
5,
Yeah,
Caleb.
absolutely. And correction, sorry, that was not the darling of Canada. That was Vanessa. She got the subbing penalty. So Canada with the advantage puck.
nice drive there by the Canadian girl.
Warning for Australian number 8 there.
Zoe Canavan.
So Reese, how many budgies total are there between the suits and the cap? Do you have on you?
How many budgies on the suits and the cap?
Total, yeah.
The women's or the men's?
Men's.
Men's, we've got about 30
Good drive by the Canadians.
budgies on the outside of the cap and 1 budgie on the inside.
Whoa,
Oh.
we got a game here, boys. Look at this. She's driving in. Just missed the sport though. Australians, good defense, taking it back to the wall here.
Well, it makes it tough when you've only got 5 in the water. If you don't get that player over the back, that drive breaks down pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's absolutely a numbers game on the bottom there, Reese. You're totally right.
You sort of got one opportunity when you got 5 in the water. If you don't get it in on the first time, you just in the 3 meters. It's really difficult to get those numbers down and put sustained pressure on the goal tray. So. But the Canadian girls are doing really well here. They've managed to bottle it up in the Australians' defensive half while they've got their they've got their 6th player back in the water now. So we've got a 6-on-6 game.
No, we got an Australian being sent out for 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike contact. I do not know what she got it.
Looked like it might have been a dangerous shot, Caleb.
Oh boy.
He did make the inferences
that's
to
Friday
dickhead play. That the ref
Hilda.
making the dickhead move on the top of the head there.
Out for 2 minutes there.
They're going to talk about it first, though, confirm that they got their call right. So, boys, we only have 12 viewers right now. Our peak was 33.
I think that's like they've listened to the commentary and they've found us wanting.
Yeah. They heard us talk and they said, we've had enough.
All right.
All right.
Somehow the Aussies got the puck from that.
No, I think that was just a incorrect call there by the referee. I think the Canadian girls got a really good opportunity here. Australians with the player down.
Let's see if the numbers work out in Canada's favor. They've got a pretty strong drive there.
Wasn't a huge amount of pressure there from the Canadian forwards. It was like they were looking for the wall game. Seems like they're far more comfortable attacking down the back the channel.
Yeah.
And then along the back wall because they just didn't get that extra player over the top there.
Yeah, our team, we struggle with that as well. We have troubles once it's in our opposition's corner to get out and get it moved around. And I don't know if it has to do with a formation or a playing style.
I think Canada's definitely figured out they need to work on that to make sure they get the puck in every chance they get in front of the net now.
So the Australians here looking to consolidate the play.
Yeah, Canada's numbers, though. Something's happening here.
Oh, they're making moves out. They're trying to get it out of that corner. Make a drive with it.
Yeah, it looked like we had a bit of lull in the game there for probably 30 seconds, 40 seconds where both teams sort of just took the intensity, backed it down. We're just feeling each other out for 30, 40 seconds, and then all of a sudden you just saw the intensity pick right up.
And you can see Coach yell there for the Canadians. He
shaking his head,
he wasn't happy.
With that
He
call.
wanted the girls to take advantage of that opportunity to be up 6-on-5, and he wanted them to put him in the net. He said, "Girls, I'll buy that poutine."
Still thinking
and
about
maybe
the
even the
poutine.
bacon.
Yeah. Bring Daddy the bacon.
Nice drive on here by the Canadian girls. Look to square it
Nice
up.
center. There we
Good
go.
swing play by the Canadian women.
Centered it up. Put it to the middle. Let's see something happen here. Big fight.
Driving up
Big
the center of the
fight.
play.
We got
fight.
a real contest here.
They
on the
want
track.
this goal, and are they going to get it?
We have a
There's
big
a call on the plate. Refs are saying
gloving against the Canadians.
gloving. Canadian women.
That was a great opportunity there by the Canadians. They'll probably be quite disappointed with not putting that into the trough.
Yeah, the
They
Australian
had it right
defenders
up there on
looked
the tree.
relieved.
Great work there by the Australian defence.
That was absolutely their definitely biggest try to go for the goal there. They almost had it.
And we're just about to get the 6th player back in for the Australian girls. So we're back to a 6-on-6 game. 9 minutes left to play. Very close game here. Canadians probably dominating possession in this second half, really putting a lot of pressure on the Australian girls. So I think it's still anyone's game at this stage.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see, Reese. We actually commentated on the men's Masters game in Australia versus Canada. It looked like the men, they tried to keep the puck in their own end and then break out for goals. So we'll see if the women work the same way. But right now, I'm thinking Canada's got a dominating play, and there's a goal
they're
coming up
dominating
at
the
any
play,
point
but
here.
I think Australia's dangerous anywhere right now. Coach Yeo
Oh,
clearly not happy.
There is some animated discussion coming out of the coaches' bench right there from
Coach with the warning.
Looks like there's opposing penalties here. The ref's given a penalty to Australia and Canada.
So we've got.
Well, it looks like we just have an Australian girl heading
No,
out.
we got one out from both teams. So both teams down to 5. Referee obviously not enjoying the physicality of the game there. So Dominique Adams out for Canada, and it looks like.
I think that's going to be Sarah Walker out for the Australians.
Referees just really trying to exert their influence. They want to play nice, clean game. So they're trying to stamp their
Seal of approval.
name.
Yeah,
on
they
the
want to
game.
get their voice to be heard there. So the Canadians are driving it up here on this 5-on-5 play right now.
Yeah, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we're 7 minutes into the second half, and I don't think the Australian girls have been past halfway for this whole half. So the Canadian girls doing a really good job.
We got another penalty against the Aussies. So let's see. Canada has a
foul.
5-on-4 advantage now.
So Australia down to 4-on-5, and it looks like we've got a
Aussie coach is calling a
likely
timeout.
going to be a timeout for the Australian.
Oh, wondering if they're going to get the call.
They didn't
Looks
get the
like
timeout
they
in
did
in
get the
time.
call, and Canada's going to take the puck, going for
Yeah.
the goal here.
No one contested that advantage puck. Canadians are driving here. Let's see if we can make something of it, girls.
That might have been a key timeout for the Aussie women, as they might have been tired, and we're going to see
There
if
we
Canada's
go.
able to
Nice
put one
drive
in
by the
here.
Canadians. Australians able to clear it.
They've done it really well. They've cleared it really well into the back corner here. And they've also got a player over the back there. So nice drive out here by the Australian girls. Doing really well with 4 in the water. Now we're back to 5-on-5. So Alice Vanderwood out for the Australians and Dominique Adams out for Team Canada. Australian girls have done a really good, done some really good work here, clearing it from the back corner. Done some hard work up the wall. Both teams probably looking to turn their teams over because we're sub-bench side. So
Yeah, these girls will be tuckered out indeed. So rumor has it, Reese, that you guys will be hosting the next Worlds.
it's a rumor.
Yeah. So are you excited about that?
I always prefer letting somebody else do the work and going and enjoying their country. It's a lot. I mean, credit to the Canadian organising committee. It's a lot of work organising World Championships. Like for all the viewers back home, don't underestimate how much work's gone into putting on what has been a fantastic tournament. A lot of hours outside of the 2 weeks that we've been here. It's no mean feat.
Yeah, we were really excited to get this facility built, which was built, I believe, 4 years ago, and then to showcase it to the world. So we're really excited about hosting the Worlds, and
it's an amazing facility we've got here. Like, for the viewers back home, like you would have seen a lot of the, a lot of the bottom of a pool, but there's basketball facility, the change rooms, the ice hockey court.
another
it's an
50-meter pool
facility
too
here
for
at
the
the
warm
university.
down, and
So we've got a nice drive here by the Canadians, although shut down relatively quickly by the Australian team. 5 minutes left to play. Both teams starting to look a bit ragged and tired. Just comes down to grit and determination here, I think.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to who's been swimming the most in the morning, which team's the fittest, and who wants it.
Australian team looking to break it wide. Eliza Game with a nice run there. Finds the back behind her. Just depends whether she's got an option on.
Yeah,
Well
Australians
played there
with a
by the
very nice
Australians.
drive
They
right now, opening it
cut-
up.
Cut that 45 really well. And it looks like they're going to cut it again. Just
Yeah.
whether they can get that final pass through on that 45.
Yeah, it was a beautiful double swing by them.
Big opportunity here, driving in on the tray, but shut down really well there. And the Canadian girls looks like they got really good numbers over the line of play. Nice drive here down the wall.
Yeah, they got fresh legs in. They're going to go hard, blue line to blue line, boards to boards.
Swim. Here we
yeah,
go.
Beautiful swim.
Well shut down there by the Australian back. Took possession, gave up the 15 metres, but took possession and gave it to a teammate. Now the Australian girls will just look to consolidate here until they've got decent numbers down. They'll probably cycle through the bench, get a few fresh players in, and then look to attack either on the 45 or down the wall.
And this is by far the longest we've gone to hold the game without a call too. So these girls are tired. They're giving her.
Yeah, they'd be blowing hard now. It's been probably 2 minutes of continuous play here. This would be hard work. This is the type of hockey that you want to see. Both teams end to end. When the referees let it play a bit, it's amazing how much better the game looks.
Yeah, the Australians look like they just did a full line swap there, so they'll have fresh fins in. We'll see. The crowd is going wild, which you guys can't hear in the background. The atmosphere is electric. And
so we got Australians just managing to get a flick over the back of the defender there, and now they've started to get a little bit of forward pressure. Now looking to open it up. Let's see what Eliza can do on this break here. Nice big arcing run.
Speed.
Let's see if she can get outside the back. Here's where the great swim there by Eliza Game. That was a quality swim.
That was a beautiful swim by the Australian forward there. Right around the
speed.
Canadian defender.
Absolutely.
It was unfortunate.
She took advantage of the lack of pace there from the Canadian defender. Arced around the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that
the Canadian defense would be quite disappointed with that. It was a fantastic swim, but they didn't really get a second number in behind, and the Canadian girl probably didn't put enough outward pressure on the forward swimming puck.
Yeah. And with 2 minutes to go, that was such a key goal. I think that's going to be able to.
I'm relatively confident in calling that the game now.
I think the Canadians took a strong time out here. They know they need to bring it back. They've got 2 minutes, and it's going to be tight, but the game is not over in my mind. They definitely have the opportunity to still put in.
I'm going to go early and call this game over.
Please. All right, betting man. What are we betting here?
Put my reputation on the line. Well, given how close this game has been, it's been 2 big swims by the Australians, and then it's just been a bit of a slugfest for the rest of the time. I just can't see the Canadian girls opening it up for 2 big goals. I mean, maybe their coach has got a different message for them.
Yeah, they needed to capitalize and open it up the score there, absolutely, and they did do that.
I struggle to see it, given how closely contested this game has been up until this point.
Another strong win by the Canadian women here. Big left pass, driving up this left channel. Let's see what they're going to do with it.
It's Melanie Johnson. I think she's got at least 8 worlds beneath her belt. Very experienced player. She's still on the bottom.
Nice play there by the Australian back. Had the option on the outside, but was shut down by the Canadian defence, and instead she decided to stay down, look for a different option, and her team's been the beneficiary of that clever play. Risky pass there by the Australian back, and also big risky pass over-committing there by Caitlin, by the look of it, but comes off for the Australians, and now Alice Vanderwood, by the look of it, has got a strong drive on. Just gave the puck up a little bit too easily, probably for her own liking, but Australia's still got good numbers on the bottom.
Nice swing out to the center here.
Yeah, Australian is extremely dangerous in that open pool. They are able to put it in. We've seen it here with their 2 goals, and what's happening here.
Very nice move back into the center of the tray there by the Australians. Pulled up by the referee.
And Canada with an advantage, but Dominique with her mask off, who's the leader of that Canadian squad right now.
That was Hannah Rosbatisso with that big move back inside. Referee didn't like the look of it, but quality move in my book.
50 seconds. Hopefully the Canadians can, drive it down there, put one on for their pride, but I think the Australians have easily wrapped this up, and that will be the game.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a contest on the wall here. Australians looking to open it up, swing it from one side to the other. Seems like the Australians are full of swim at the end of the game. Canadian girls look like they're starting to tire a little bit. Although, here's it. Oh, not look.
No.
Oh, good hit. Good swim.
Nice clean breakthrough and a nice big dolphin kick swim.
So Reese, with 14 seconds to go, I got a question for you.
That was a quality swim there.
On her right, Jordan is single, so I think you should interview the cutest single Australian girl. Do you have any recommendations? Who's post-game interview?
They're all beautiful in my eyes.
All right, Jordan. So what Reese is saying is take your pick for the post-game interview.
Yeah.
What a match here.
And that's time. It's
That is the game,
2-0
that's true.
scoreline. Australia winning over Canada. I think that means Australia goes through to fifth place playoff and Canada onto playing off for 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a good buddy Alice on the Aussie women's team there, so I'll grab her and Canadian woman, and we'll get some post-game interviews here.
It might be an indication for the President night.
Might be an indication. Can you tell us how you know her, Jordan?
We've been here before.
We've been here before, Dom.
Thanks.
So, very tough match.
Yeah, we've had a tough day.
You guys had the possession. It looked like 80% of the game.
Oh.
Tell us what happened in their corner. Why weren't you able to put it in?
I mean, they're classically a very strong team, and like shout out to number 2, Marie Soleil, who's been playing for the Aussies a long time. She's either their fullback or their center, and she just has amazing distributing skills, and under pressure, she just cool as a cucumber in that corner. Yeah, I mean, we maybe needed to try to get our offside so that, you know, you're like when you're aiming at the small end of the tin instead of the center wide end of the tin.
Yeah, well, that's what we
Yeah.
spoke about in the commentation there. We thought you guys needed to maybe open it up more, because when you're fighting for that one part of the goal, it's only about 4 inches wide, and
Yeah.
if you open it up, you got 8 feet of goal there.
We, like offensively, we haven't been doing a lot of like mid to offside mid on the advantage. Like usually we just go for our forwards, and maybe that's something to work on. But that's like Melanie is doing a lot of like just placing it beautifully between our 2 forwards, but maybe working on like what does it look like even in their end if you open it up right out the advantage. I don't know. Anyways,
Awesome.
yeah, it was a fun game.
Yeah, no, it was an amazing game. It looked like you guys had the possession, you just weren't able to put in the goal.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. So, anyways, good luck to them, and they're a strong team.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
the interview, Dom.
Thanks,
Looking
guys.
forward to seeing you next
Thanks,
game. All right.
Oh.
Looks like
Awesome. Yeah, we lost our Aussie, but thank you for watching this
Caleb
game.
and Jordan signing off. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.